Not a chameleon.
And we're back with the escapades again.
Huh? What? Escapades.
These escapades.
There are no escapades.
An escapade in Naruhodo's legal consultancy.
No, it's not real.
Yes, it's real.
But it isn't.
5th of March, 2:40 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Hello, I'm, back! I'm speaking to the
You what?
I totally wasn't speaking into the fourth wall.
Why was that actually perfect, though, to start it off?
I don't know.
Oh, hello, Mr. Naruto! Did you have a good outing?
What you're experiencing is not real. None of this ever happened.
Yeah, that's it.
Hi, Runo!
Hi.
This is all a figment of your imagination.
What?
To suffer through the throes of schizophrenia.
What?
He means hello.
What's the matter? Your eyes are as big as dinner plates.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Especially with you accusing me of being a schizophrenic. I don't know why you're doing that.
I've just made some tea, Mr. Naruto. Would you like a cup or two? Maybe even 10?
A cup or two? Yes! Definite tea.
Now everything's weird.
Alright, Runo, speak up, bitch. You're acting extremely strange.
What? What? Me? No, no. I'm as normal can be. Normality
You think you're a
itself.
skinwalker?
See?
It's an alien!
There's Walker, get the shovel. We'll bury him out back.
Not again, Mr. Naruto! You keep getting abducted!
I'm not an alien.
Sorry, not what again? What do you mean, Susie? What's going on, Susie? What did you do, Susie?
Whenever he goes out on his own lately, he always brings back a skinwalker.
I don't.
He just walks up. By himself. Like, you have Naruto and other Naruto walking up the stairs.
That's not me.
Yeah, the real one. Oh, hey guys, this is my new friend, Skinwalker.
Yeah, like
he's lovely.
it rips off its own face.
It hates being Naruhodo so much that it rips off its own face.
I'm a dad! Whenever he goes out on his own lately, he always seems to come back with a peculiar new purchase.
Peculiar? What's peculiar about the things I've bought?
You seem to think that anything British is a curio?
Curio.
Curio you simply must have.
That's the name pun for the guy in case 1.
You keep buying items of bric-a-brac even though you don't even know what they are.
Well, there are a rather lot of bric-a-brac shops and pawnbrokeries and like around here.
Oh, wouldn't we know?
Brokerage!
It's
Flashbacks! Actually, flash forward!
It's when I've been to Lord Strongheart's to give my weekly report. I'm always so nervous beforehand. On the way home, I just find myself in those shops and... Yes, alright, I can't deny it. I've bought something!
Oh, really? I would have never guessed.
He opens up his bag and it's like a Lego Star Wars set.
Oh no.
I got the Millennium Falcon and the Death Star.
Why did you get the Death Star? It takes like a month to build!
Exactly.
And aren't those like 600 each?
Like you have like 6 cases you have to do! Why are you wasting time building a Death Star?
I barely have any cases. Sorry.
Is 6 not enough for you?
Huh?
Is 6 right here on the board? You have 6 cases ready!
But no.
Yeah?
No, I haven't got 6 cases yet.
You're lying to me, because you want to build that Death Star.
No.
The way you said no implies you do.
No.
You really ought to put up a warning sign about them. They're bigger. They're bigger than some bottles around here.
I saw there's things in the Lego shops. It's all so expensive.
I was hoping you could say cheap so I could like go.
Fuck you, mean cheap.
Sorry. Oh yeah, it is cheap for me, kinda, sometimes. Yeah. I was like, it's very cheap. Mr. Sholmes has given me lots of useful advice about how to pick out the real bargains.
So you pick up a bargain, I'll shoot you. How's that for a bargain?
No, please don't do that.
You must remember, Rudo, that Hurley likes to have fun with you. Take his advice with a big pinch of salt.
Where's the nearest salt container?
I didn't say it. I mean, like, it's a saying, it's a metaphor. But then again, you spend so much time playing with Legos that you probably don't understand basic English grammar at this point.
Well, that's true.
Well, of course it is!
Oh yeah, and that thing he told me was a pot stand wasn't a pot stand at all. I'd never have guessed it was a collapsible top hat.
No, and I never have guessed that you could fill this once empty room so quickly. Honestly, it's overflowing with things we don't need right now. I mean, look at this Lego set. Like, why do you need a gold city for your golden Lego man?
Because it's cool. It completes the collection.
The only thing cool about it is how much it is!
This poor gold man. Is the city made of flesh? Or is he made of city?
I think he's
How
made city.
is that important? What's important was how much this was! Too
I know.
much!
Ever since I first stood at the defense's bench in court, I don't know why, but I've just really wanted my own little gold city made of gold, not actually.
Stupid gold Lego man. Give me his own city and I can't even get my own fucking building. Alright, whatever. Then let's see it then. Mr. Naruto, what have you come home with today? Oh, I just wonder, is it gonna be a new Lego set?
Oh, well, one of these.
What is it?
It looks so ugly! It looks dry and shriveled up and so ugly! And so brown and so gross and so ugly!
Really, Mr. Naruto, what is that? It doesn't look like a Lego set this time.
It's
Oh,
a
little
sea
proud.
anemone. Yes, I mean it. No, it doesn't look like it at the moment. It's all shriveled up, but like you said.
sea anemones like living creatures? The ones that dance about on the seabed?
Yes, exactly. The ones that dance about on the seabed.
Oh. They sell sea anemones in bric-a-brac shops here in Britain.
I don't really know whether they do really normally do or not, but I do know that I bought one today.
Why? Why would you do this?
Well, yes, for the aquarium, of course.
I found an aquarium! I didn't know the word before.
Well, according to the shopkeeper, keeping sea creatures in tanks was hugely popular here in London before.
Oh yeah, some people have such beautiful fish in seawater tanks. Oh, it's so cool. I just want to grab the fish and eat them.
Oh no.
It's like stick my hand in, grab them, just.
Oh, that's I'm not
It's so funny. I didn't know it became popular because the old glass tank was abolished.
Not the taxes again. No.
There it is again, rearing its ugly head. The subject of taxation.
It was a real craze for a while. Everyone in London had one.
Everyone had taxes for a while?
Yeah, everyone had taxes. I had taxes. Hurley had taxes. Everyone had taxes. Everyone paid taxes. It was so sad. I loved it. It didn't last long. The people's enthusiasm soon waned.
They lost taxes? The main British thing? They got rid of taxes?
They got rid of them forever. No more taxes. Come move to Britain. We promise we won't tax you again. It's far too much work to be changing to seawater regularly in a city like London.
Never a truer never a truer word said. Why was that hard but not see an enemy? Ah!
I don't know.
Never a truer word said, and sure.
You'd think people might have realized that from the start, really, wouldn't you?
Anyway, it wasn't long before I was born. So everyone jokes that there's an unloved aquarium covered in dust in every attic in the capital.
And also there was taxes.
And then there were taxes. Everyone jokes about taxes.
And it's true! There's one in this attic too! Oh, taxes! When I told the man in the bric-a-brac shop about it, he had these words of wisdom. That's why this is the age of the sea anemone! And that made a lot of sense to me.
It made sense to you. Get it?
Oh, Rudo, this anemone is completely dried up and dead.
You just need to soak it in water overnight and it'll be good as new. That's what the man said.
I'm not sure that works in the same way as dried.
What
My dog wants to be involved. You want to take a voice? You want to take a voice, Linda?
Hello, doggo that randomly appeared. Yeah, I'm not
Unfortunately,
sure
we
that it
cannot
works
hear
the same
Doggo.
way as dried.
I can get you to hear doggo. Speak, Linda.
Neat. I'm assuming that's wakame.
Yeah, wakame.
Oh, nice seaweed, Mr. Naruto.
Once I've saved some money, I'm going to buy some prawns to keep this little fellow company.
Give me one moment. Editor Isaiah, cut this out. I gotta open my dog's cage. She wants in. Aww. Okay.
So, do you have games on your phone?
Never mind. I guess you just wanted to leave.
Oh, how exciting! Your office will be teeming with fish! Fish! Delicious fish!
Will it really?
Not for long, though.
Britain is a funny country, though. I mean, a sea anemone craze?
Well, they say people in glass houses about comments like that here. Mr. Naruto. That didn't feel like English for some reason. Don't forget that there was a very curious rabbit craze in our own country not so very long ago.
A mortifying
Those
chapter
damn
that people
rabbits.
will try to erase from the history books 100 years from now, I'm sure.
You know, there was another craze as well before the aquarium one. And the tax one. Have you heard of the warden from Minecraft?
What? No, I've definitely never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a new update they added about 2 or 3 years ago.
Hey, we're little glazed cases for growing plants
What the
indoors,
fuck
I
are you
believe.
talking about, Susato?
I don't know.
Honestly, for plant lovers to raise their favorite tropical plants.
No, you're just ignoring me?
Yep.
Okay, I guess. Well, yeah, you're right. They have the different types of ferns and stuff, whatever.
Birds?
Ow.
Do you mean those rather dull plants with lots of fronds for leaves?
They're not dull at all! Screw you! Fern plants! I'm a fern stan!
You're a what stand?
Fern! I've stan ferns! I love them so much! They're my favorite character!
Favorite character of what?
The game of life?
You like the ferns?
Yeah, ferns!
La. Nice, okay, anyways,
I just bit so bad.
why?
I think people wanted to recreate the exotic foliage of the tropics of their own homes.
So I grew ferns. La ferns. I mean, birds.
No,
See,
no,
they're
no,
nice.
no, 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 no.
Certainly have a knack for the obscure.
No, 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 no.
Oh, thinking about it. My grandfather loved the moss on his bonsai. He ate it.
Hey, I love eating moss.
It seems like the more obscure something is, the more it interests people, like how tasty moss is.
Delicious. Anyway, the water you cage didn't last very long. Whatever that is. Now, most of those little glass cases are rather just gathering.
But haven't I seen one in your room, Iris?
Oh, very observant of you, Susie. I'm gonna have to shoot you for knowing that. That's private information. Anyway, sleep well tonight. Yeah, that's right. Mine's certainly not gathering dusk. I drove not dusk. It doesn't have a sun in it. What?
Well, Mr. Naruto, I really must ask you to stop all this frivolous buying of strange things.
Legos aren't strange, but yes, alright, sorry. It's just that, well, think about Mr. Sholmes' room. Sorry, just thinking about it makes me sick. He has all sorts of peculiar trinkets lying around.
Hey, Skylanders are not trinkets!
Oh. Well, yes, that's true, and they seem to be growing in number. recently noted a blowpipe. Ah,
You want to continue?
sure. Sorry. I recently noted a blowpipe, a few barrel crystals set in a twisted piece of gold rim print,
Don't sit on my foot,
Pin-
Linda.
pinces.
I spotted a small
Ow.
gramophone record in there the other day, so I slipped it onto the gramophone. It was just a whispering voice saying Norbury, and nothing more. What could it possibly be about?
Norbury!
Those are all mementos of cases that Hurley solved over the years.
Exactly. That's what I want to create here. Just that sort of atmosphere.
A room full of quote-unquote meaningful Legos. Each with their own unique history, I guess.
Yes, that. I do need to understand, Mrs. Hoarder.
Understand's a very loose term, but okay. Mr. Naruto, none of the things you bought for the room have any connection to any of our cases.
Oh, don't they?
Well, for example, take that quote-unquote splendid but rather weather-beaten Five Nights at Freddy's Lego set.
What?
That's McFarlane! It is not Lego, get it right!
Yeah, that's
Oh,
McFarlane.
sorry. They look very similar, okay? It's hard to tell.
If you look at the fine detailing, it's much more detailed than Lego would ever do.
Okay, whatever. That wasn't used as evidence in any of the cases we've worked on, was it?
Oh, so you have two Five Nights at Freddy's sets? Why don't you share some with me?
No. The one of them is a pot. I'm using as a pot stand, as far as I'm
You're
concerned.
using
Anyway.
the box? What?
But the other day when we were in court, they were everywhere, weren't they? The Five Nights at Freddy's sets were everywhere.
They got so bored in court. No!
Top Hat Step Freddy-ware, I mean. No, it's him! No!
Well, you're great, of course. That's the mark of a true gentleman, so that's hardly surprising.
I like the idea that everyone in court was so bored that they all just like busted out like different Lego sets.
Oh my
Like 90% of them like McFarlane Legos. Just everyone is so tired of Ryunosuke.
Oh my god. Mean to me.
If a man isn't wearing a top hat when he ventures out of the doors and locked down upon, without looked down upon, he won't be locked up, but he might as well.
Sorry, I have to get rid of the thought of that first guy. It's really scary.
Yeah, he was.
Anyways, gosh, it has very strict rules, doesn't it? The English Gentleman Code. Number 1, you must play with Legos.
I've been wondering how I'd look in a Five Nights at Freddy's Lego top hat recently, or just Freddy's top hat in general. After all, my uniform is black as well.
Like the tiniest top hat known to man.
No, not the actual like set one, but like an actual
like-
Freddy top hat.
Yeah, like if you compare his size, like if you study the design, that top hat's kind of small. It's kind of funny.
After all, my university uniform is black as well, so I think it would be very in keeping. I think it would look good in it, even if it is small.
Oh, what is Runo idea? Go on, then, Runo. Try it on.
She like grabs the top hat off of the little Freddy and just sticks it on him. This tiny.
You look fucking terrible.
Oh no! Oh no!
The girls are judging you.
lesson here, I suppose, is that
Juxtaposition.
yeah, that a student and gentleman is just so strange and wrong.
Well, I'd rather it didn't suit me anyway. I mean, these hats are ridiculous. I'd be willing to bet every foreigner who sees one of these for the first time thinks exactly the same thing. Why is that man wearing a chimney on his head?
People in glass houses, remember, Runo?
What do you mean?
Oh, what about Japanese top nuts? Those haircuts are the height of ridiculousness.
You mean what Ouchie was wearing from case 1?
Yeah.
Ugh, true.
At least you can take a hat off. Once you have carte blanche, it's calling your head for good.
Of course, he had to make that joke.
I'd be willing to bet every foreigner who's seen Sakamaj for the first time thinks exactly the same thing. Why has that man wearing a cannon on his head?
I suppose that's what it means to have different cultures, isn't it?
On the subject of hats, the one Mr. Sholmes always wears is really very strange, don't you think?
I beg your pardon, Mr. Naruto! What a thing to say! That hat is the very essence of Mr. Sholmes. He's being, his life. Without it, he's dead. Yes, without his deer something about his deer stalker.
It's called a deer stalker? That's a surprisingly swanky name.
It's the hat of the hunter, just like the black cat. I made up my mind long ago to visit what? Regent Street and buy one for myself, even though it looks stupid.
I'm not sure it's going to fit over your hair.
Wait, I think it's perfect for a great detective who stalks his criminal quarry and then pulls out a sniper rifle, goes to their window, and kills their criminal.
What do you think is so strange about it anyway?
Well, you've seen it.
That's what Murdoch used to do.
It has
when
two
he was there for
brims,
his opening
one at
day.
the front and one at the back. Why do you need two brims on a hat? Surely one on the front at the front is enough, no?
But would you rather have a cap with no brim?
No, I'm just saying, why does it have two?
Well, better than just one.
New York Yankee hat, no brim.
I was referencing that.
One moment, please.
If you ask me, it's just
Yes.
Mr. Sholmes' madcap personality coming through. I bet it's so that he doesn't have to think about which way to round to put it on or something like that.
Mr. Sholmes does not have a madcap personality. He always has a clear head.
Deer stalkers were made for hunters who had to hide in thickets when they were stalking their prey. The brim of the hat on the back was designed to stop the stalks of plants scratching the back of their necks.
Oh, so that's the reason. Thank you, Iris, for educating us.
Mr. Sholmes doesn't spend a lot of time in thickets though, does he?
Well, no, that is true, but
I'm telling you, it's just his impetuous personality. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. Firmly. That's what I call Sholmes' theory. Should I
You
copyright
just
that?
crammed that reference in there.
Like, here you all are.
Oh, good afternoon, Mr. Sholmes.
I've not long since made some tea, Mr. Sholmes. Would you like a cup? Or 2? 3? Maybe 10?
Actually, I've come at a good time, Mrs. Otto. Thank you. No, I have something I should tell you all. Like, yes. I just had myself a brand new Great Detective's hat.
What the? There's a brim.
At the front and at the back, and at both sides. 4 brims in total.
I walk with all brim. Your observation is quite correct, my dear madam. I'm a busy man, you see. With this hat, whichever way I put it on, I shall always have it pointing the correct way.
Oh,
With my previous hat, I could, in an impetuous moment, wear it horrendously with brims on either side.
That's impressively clumsy, I would say.
and I must regretfully say that I think your madcap theory was correct after all.
But really, Mr. Sholmes, with brims on all 4 sides like that, would it just be better to wear a top hat instead?
Why yes, and however you put it on, you have a brim on around.
Like, what? So true! So true! How could I have been so blinkered in this fact until now? Ah! I hate delivering that line. That line was like hard to deliver for some reason.
Well, fortunately, I happen to have 2 top hats here. If you just lift the pot off it, you're welcome to try that one there.
Indeed I shall, my good fellow. Much obliged.
Oh dear, it looks so bad. It looks so. Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. You lost 25 iris points from that.
Iris points?
Like, that's 16 this week.
Oh, that's not good. Maybe it's because of your long face. Paired with the tall hat, it just doesn't work.
I think it's very nice, Mr. Sholmes. Even if it will have the whole world in fits of laughter.
Like, I should have never meddled with it. Give him a Deal Starker forevermore.
And give me my regulation university hat forevermore! I have a university hat? Oh yeah, I do, from that one picture in the post-credit scene.
There's still hope that you'll graduate one day, Mr. Naruto. Don't give up.
Oh no!
Oh right, I
Ryunosuke's
never
a-
graduated!
Ryunosuke is a failing student.
He
And
actually,
they're autistic.
he never actually graduated! He left the country with Kazuma before he could!
Oh lord, here we go. It's Mario time.
23rd February, 6:09 p.m., 69 p.m., Mr. Natsume's
What?
room. Nothing.
So, Mr. Mario, are you really returning home to Japan?
Yes, indeed I am. Everything is arranged already. We'll be sad to see you go. He's going games. And after Runo worked so hard to prove your well. What a shame. It feels like it was all a wasted effort.
I could barely hear that. That was so loud it cut
You
out.
might need to change your sensitivity. You're gonna need to change your sensitivity.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did it again!
There you go. What? I think you're peeking your mic.
Hold on. I will push not only my mic back. Let me scream real quick so I can get a good idea of like where to do it.
Nope, nothing there.
Nope. No.
We didn't have any problem with this before.
Nope.
Do I have to like go maximum maximum thing?
Probably.
Okay.
Go for it. I think you need to yell a little less now.
Yeah. It's like
It's really
I don't know
bad
what the heck
without
it is.
cutting out. It didn't used
Yeah.
to do this. What the hell?
What is going on? I don't know. So you just can't scream, I guess.
Yeah.
I
That
guess.
sucks.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yeah.
let me just set it back to normal.
Okay.
Put it like right here, I guess.
Mm.
Oh wait.
Don't say that! I know what you're suggesting!
Yeah, that works. Now calm down, Mr. Mario. It's all fine, really.
Look, you're in good company here, sir. If you fear the Reaper, you needn't hide the fact.
Citizen of the Empire of Japan, I am not a scaredy cat!
Yeah, you
Fuck
are.
cats. Mr. Sholmes just casually threw one among the pigeons there.
Oh, a man like me belongs in Japan, not here. That's what I've come to realize!
I wonder, a mustache such as yours is eminently suited to London, I would say.
There goes Mr. Sholmes throwing another cat in.
The moment I arrived in this city, I noticed. Everyone in London laughs at me behind my back like hyenas! Hysterical hyenas howling horribly!
I'm not sure. I'm sure that's not true, Mr. Mario.
Oh, I'm good, I'm alright, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm okay. Oh, but it is, whenever I turn around, I peer down the fog-filled street, all I see is foreigners everywhere, all I see is Hoarder. Well, there's you, Runo, Susie, and you, and Susie, and Runo in here, so that's 3 foreigners out of 5 people. I take your point. Only the other day I was taking a stroll through the fog as usual when a young man approached me from ahead. He was pale and gaunt, his back arched like a cat. Observing the wretchedness moved me so deeply. I thought to myself I'm not the only one suffering in this hell. But do you know what? Could you imagine? You're just my own reflection in a shop window. A stinging, stupefying surprise!
Don't forget. Slap in the face.
What?
I couldn't match it up with the words.
I got you, don't worry.
Everyone started laughing at me. Gentlemen thereabouts, ladies passing by, even the man in the shop window.
Oh yes, and a certain great detective would like to be included among the mirthful.
Mr. Sholmes is really going for Mario Sun today.
Well, for one thing, you're a very handsome man, Mr. Mario.
There, did you hear that? This 10-year-old girl thinks you're handsome. Isn't that wonderful?
Do you know what that kind of thing will do to you online these days? Feel horrified. My career is in jeopardy.
He looks genuinely delighted and fearful.
The point is, we Japanese are humble and modest. Studying on foreign soil surrounded by foreign people, how could anyone possibly enjoy that? Could it be possible if you're a genuine Japanese? I've been doing this pose the entire time. I think my eyes are permanently closed.
Yeah. Sleepy. Actually, it would appear that there is someone.
Are you talking about me?
Japanese man who studied in a foreign country and seems to have
Oh,
thrived
come on.
on the experience.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Cosmo.
Oh, no.
Very easy.
Mr. Okimori! I think that's how you'd say it, right?
Oh, Guy Mori?
Origami?
Maybe,
I don't think it's a joke name.
It's probably not. That's probably an actual person. I'll look it up.
Anyways, just say the Germany bit.
I believe he studied in Germany.
Yeah. He's real.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just like Suseki Natsume.
Like, Mr. Mori, pray tell us more about this fellow.
Well, today he is a very successful author in Japan.
Oh, I've heard of him. He's the professor who wrote My Hime, isn't he?
My Henry.
I suppose in English the title would be Dancing Queen, maybe? Weston?
I know, I knew it wouldn't pick up.
I mean, I heard Dancing Queen very, very faintly.
Oh, easy. A tale of a woman who walks her way through a world, perhaps?
You really needn't make up a silly translation, you know. It's already officially called The Dancing Girl in English.
Is this about translations between Japanese and English?
Apparently. It seems Mr. Mori really enjoyed his time in Germany. He became close with the local lady while he was there.
Look, you say? Wait, local lady? A completely criminally contradictory conduct!
Well, I suppose your experience of studying abroad depends to a large
I am
extent of your character. Oh no.
Oh, come on! I got a cough!
No.
As they say.
Oh. I am dying. The level of gravel I have to do for his screaming is tough.
As they say, I look at my left hand. As they say, many men, many minds. Did you not look at my left hand?
Like, Mr. Mori has an open mind. Mr. Mario, a closed one.
Possibly a slightly black and white view, do you think, Mr. Sholmes?
I'm still doing this pose. I need help right now. Please, someone get me to a hospital. Oh, thank God! Oh, if that's how you feel about being abroad, why do you choose to study here?
Was it to further our nation's understanding of the English language or something?
Yes, that's right.
So what were you doing in Japan before you came to Great Britain then?
I was a school teacher of English, of course.
A bit
Cursory.
cursory? Okay. A bit cursory, perhaps, but I've managed to discover some information about Mr. Mario's teaching days.
That's just a little outside the field of law, isn't it, Mr. Sado?
Well, let me pose you a question, Mr. Naruto.
How do you get all that information in that one book?
Look, okay, we don't question the book. The book just knows all. The book it knows everything. It even knows when I'm going to die. We don't question the fucking book. Do you understand? We do not question the book. Now
Okay.
repeat after me, Mr. Naruto. I do not question the book.
I do not question anything.
good. Good enough, anyways. Anyways, if you would have to translate the English phrase "I love you" into Japanese, what would it become?
That's easy. I Shitiru or Suki Desu.
Wrong! According to Mr. Mario's teachings, at least.
What?
Would you like me to explain, Mr. I'm getting my characters mixed up, Mr. Mario.
Yes, of course. Your research was very thorough. I always used to tell my students that we Japanese don't express ourselves that way. Rather, we might say, "Suki de garaga." Okay, I gotta do this in an Italian accent with the Marioisms. "Suki ga kiru desu ne."
Like, my dear Mario, I must interject. Sukiga kiru desu ne, which translates to "the moon is beautiful," isn't it?
You know that.
The point is that we Japanese are
Reticent.
reticent when it comes to expressing our emotions. We prefer to show our feelings of admiration, our Suki, by appreciating the beauty of the moon, the Tsuki.
Suki.
I think I said that right.
Ah, using Suki to express Suki. It's an amazing play on
Oh.
words, I see.
But in foreign language, you might understand better. Bad Sholmes! It's not a play on words. It's subtle, it's humble, it's fleeting and beautiful. It's art.
Oh god, it's happened again! Oh! Isn't it just being shy? My dear fellow, the foreign dancing girl will forever be out of your reach with such an attitude. Imagine how the great Mr. Mori would act. He would win the lady's heart in a flash with a well-paced and unrestrained "I love you."
It's more than Mr. Mori! Am I destined to live in his shadow forever?
Just what sort of man is he in that imagination of yours?
Well, he's got a chiseled chin, 18 pack, quite the big muscles. He skips leg day though, so that's quite apparent on his build. He is emerald green mustache and quite pronounced eyebrows and a slick haircut that just screams modernicity.
Jacksepticeye?
What?
I don't know.
The fact is, I just can't settle in this foggy London town with all these foreign inhabitants. I've lost count of the numbers of different lodgings I tried before I found myself here. As it happens, I even lived on Baker Street at one time. No! Really? A South scholar lives near there, a man by the name of William James Craig.
Is that also a real person?
His knowledge of Sao is unsurpassed. He's been a great inspiration to me over the,
Forgive the interruption, but am I supposed to be familiar with this Sao of which you speak?
It's Shakespeare, of course. It's Shakespeare, but in Japanese we write it as Sa and O. Sao.
Does that relate to does that relate to the guy who was like briefly in like Case 4? Because he kind of looks like a Shakespeare-inspired. Yeah, that guy. I don't like him.
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back.
I'm assuming that's the guy he's talking about, because like we've had no mention of those two guys in front of Case 4 since like they appeared.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they might appear in that Memoirs of the Cloud Kokoro, actually. That would make sense.
What the... America!
What?
America!
It's a phonetic representation using kanji characters, so England is Igarasu, and America is America.
Come to think of it,
So no change!
we use the same character as Ri in one word and Risu in another. Talk about confusing.
Oh, are we getting into English weirdisms too?
Oh no.
Like, so Shakespeare is so in English, not English, Japanese. Presumably the saw is a brutal attempt at the first sha, in which case, where is the spear?
Did they force all of the spear into O?
Spear.
Why did I need to take a drink with that?
You are
What?
an
Is there something funny about
unfortunate
spear?
A little bit, yeah.
I never thought of that. We only have the O left.
It would, even in the most charitable interpretation, only be a brutal attempt at old man.
Old man chickens!
He seems to be that whoever had the job on deciding on the characters for his name got bored very early on.
It's kanji character catastrophe!
So then, on to the burning question. What about me? How do you write my name?
Sorry.
Are locked below me, my dear fellow. There must be a Japanese characters for my name.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry, Mr. Sholmes, but none exists that I'm aware of.
What? Am I really nothing to you, Japanese? In that case, it's a matter of paramount importance. You must construct my name in kanji at once.
Oh, well, we could use a kanji that's pronounced so to start with, and then use one more to give so-o, perhaps. I think that would be about right, Mr. Sholmes.
But it's almost the same as Sao, isn't it?
So,
Yes, you employed the
So-
dreaded oh! I don't want people to go confuse me with an old man who died centuries ago.
I'm sure the world's greatest literary figure would rather not be confused with you either.
Well, the world's greatest detective is still youthful and full of vigor. So how about so handsome?
Oh yes, that sounds wonderful! I'm sure
Simp.
everyone will
You're a
be
simp.
calling you that 100 years from now!
That
You're
reminds
a
me of
simp.
Case 2. You're a simp, that's what I've deduced.
No! Don't be ridiculous!
How can she say that with a straight face?
I mean, I was perhaps.
Aihime.
Since the second. Since the second character doesn't seem to matter.
Ahime! Ah, yes, Princess of Love! That's an adorable name for you, Iris.
Stop, please, with a name like that. Mr. Morgan is laughing with the term at any moment and rashly declare.
I love you.
Oh no. No. This Mori-san has become quite a character in Saseki-san. In Mario-san.
Not only is he the buffest man alive, the most handsome man alive, he's also your average Discord moderator.
Oh no.
Like in you, Mr. Naruto, might adventure Korobozu as a fitting name for you, as in the Dark Monk.
But I'm already Japanese.
Oh, that's very good. It describes you perfectly, Runo.
So you think I'll be wearing this black varsity uniform for the rest of my days, do you?
Ah! But Mr. Naruto already has a Japanese name. I don't believe he needs
Naruto.
another one.
Well, anyway.
Oh god, I'm going back to this. Who talking about your life here in London, were we, Mr. Mario? You should get out and have fun. The landlady has said much as to me too.
Mrs. Gerdeb, the one that's in jail.
Get out, you little shit!
But it wasn't fun at all, it was frightful.
Go explore something! Do something with your life, something better than me! I'm a fucking maid!
Whatever do you mean?
Maintain a decent relationship.
Sweet!
And it's it on a bicycle. Oh yes, come to think of it, I hate bicycles.
Wait, are we going to see that? Yes, we are!
There's an old bicycle just parked just outside, isn't there? It's in a sorry state though.
I tried to say no to her, but she insisted I took her for a ride. Perhaps my pronunciation was wrong.
Why? Why?
Oh, perhaps you just don't understand what go means!
Why would a landlord suggest someone for? Why would the landlord suggest someone do that?
Go!
So I took my life in my hands and attempted to ride the steel spider-webbed stallion to a nearby park.
I really don't think there's anything wrong with your pronunciation, Mr. Mario.
Joan Yerdab just isn't the kind of woman to take no for an answer.
Of course not!
If you're going to die, you might as well die in beautiful surroundings. So the park was my first thought.
Oh god.
Jesus!
After a whole day of dicing with death, I emerged with only relatively minor bruises.
So you got the knack of it?
Don't be silly. Dying isn't something you can learn to do.
I think Windabank could argue differently.
Oh yeah, he's still technically alive right now.
And very much has a loaded gun. And very much has a very loose trigger finger.
He's probably saying that to some poor patron.
Like, some random girl. Just like trying to get her item back.
No, it's a little girl walking in to get it for mommy.
Oh, well, I want my mama's hat back.
I gotta die! The child! What's the hat?
Oh my god!
That child is forever scarred.
Oh, that's what you get for walking to my shop, child.
Mr. Mario, you keep talking about dicing with death and dying and death and doing. Oh wait, that's the man across the street. And so forth. But riding a bicycle is supposed to be fun.
Ooh. Oh no, that's just what people tell you, but it's an old wives' tale. Oh.
Is it?
I mean, just consider the real name of the vehicle. It's not called a bicycle for nothing. How anyone expect to use such an aptly named vehicle to move forward is beyond me. Pedal power promises pain.
I didn't think it was possible to get worse with practice.
Ooh, I am lucky to be alive. Although, I must say, after looking death in the eye for a whole week, I did at least manage to mount the steel reliably. And notwithstanding a few wobbles, I found I could make progress in the forward direction.
Oh, what a triumph.
Like, deduction is much the same. When first presented with a problem, the mental exertion of trying to solve it leads only to bitter disappointment. But after a week of picking up one's way carefully along the path of reasoning and thought, one begins to see the results.
So is that why all of your off-the-cuff deductions always seem half-baked?
What a wonderful insight into your extraordinary mind, Mr. Sholmes!
She ignored me.
Yes!
Unfortunately, after wobbling down the street, I noticed there were little stones everywhere. Death traps.
Bubbles!
Not that way, I said to myself. But the wild vehicle wouldn't listen, it wobbled me on and down the street. So, of course, I hit one of the deadly stones, and the crazy cut through me. It said, "So long, gay Mario," as I went flying. It's just my luck. Bicycles are the epitome of my pitiful life.
I wish I could disagree.
I am sleepy.
On the same subject. I'm sure there's a famous American author who's written about having a similar experience.
Oh yes, I read that essay too, Iris!
Some of us are better read than others.
Well, no more bicycles from me.
Oh, Mr. Mario, at least you have an interesting,
Anecdote.
Anecdote.
anecdote to take with you back to Japan, if nothing else.
You always manage to put a positive spin on things, don't you, Mr. Sato?
Like. Personally, I haven't mounted a bicycle for some time.
Nope, me neither. That's good, eh?
So how about a jaunt? We shall all ride out together.
Hey!
That sounds great. I'll punch behind Mr. Sato.
Why?
Let's
You are a simp! You are a simp!
No, that's not what I meant. No,
You are absolutely a simp!
no, that's not what I meant.
You want to hold on to the maiden!
What?
Mr.
The sun is
Rito,
going
what
down
are
and
you
it
doing?
makes black before long! The street lamps are very bright, you know, and the fog isn't too thick today. And my beloved ride is all bent as a sheep!
My dear fellow, if you are bound to topple the vehicle anyway, it's fitting that it's already been out of shape.
Got a point there.
He's settled in. Come along, Mr. Mario. Shall we go? Mamma mia. So che chiedere adesso di ne?
Don't tell me that's a translation of no thank
Dame
you as well.
dame yo.
Oh wait,
Look, did he-
Ryunosuke can't ride bikes, so that's why he went behind Susanoo. Yep.
Indeed, Mr. Natsume. The moon is at its most beautiful at precisely this time of the
Mr.
evening.
Natsume.
Who's Mr. Natsume? Oh yeah, my old friend from high school.
Yeah.
My apologies, you look a lot like him. Except his mustache was upside down.
Oh. We're not Japanese. You can't beat around the bush with us. Oh. So weird and wonderful.
What a wonderful world!
I was about to do the same thing.
We have 2 more escapades left. On Briar Road.
Oh boy.
Robin Williams, my man! Oh, it's just William Robbins. Never mind. 30th of April.
These
it's
characters
two.
again.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
They weren't that interesting. Oh, he's not asleep, Stevie.
I want to do it anyway. I forget what I did for him when he wasn't asleep.
Thanks to the good officers of Lord Van Zinks. I think just try to
So
do
something like that.
just try a not sleeping voice with him. What would he sound like if he wasn't sleeping?
Okay, so he's like this when he's sleeping, and he's being like this when he's awake.
Yeah, I think so.
It's something like this. Thanks to the good officers of Lord Van Zinks. I'm back in my beat here in the capital doing my best for the good citizens of London, sir.
My Rory back in his Bobby's uniform. He couldn't look any more handsome if he tried.
Ah, my love, you say the sweetest things.
Is Ryunosuke just watching this for some reason?
Yes.
Apparently. Oh, Pat.
Oh, Rory!
Who wants Lord Van Zinks isn't the Reaper of the Bailey at all?
Oh, no, of course not. He's the patron saint of Bobby's.
Patron saint. Oh, yes, you're so alright, my journey, keeping us in the pocket. On my first day back on the job, what did I find in the gutter? A shilling, I love a whole shilling. I love a whole shilling.
Oh, Rory, I always believed in you. I always knew one day you'd find some big small change.
Well, think of your mind, is it big or small?
What? Stevie, what?
Well,
She said a
that
big,
sounded like-
small.
It's to us that sounds like incomprehensible noise.
Oh. Well, yeah. He
So the
said that it
vine
was a
boom
big
meant-
and small.
So it sounded like you just went vine boom.
It's. Yeah, she said that it was big and small. Make up your mind. Is it big or small?
No, Stevie!
Anyways, with just a shilling, I could buy you a cheap urge containing a single flower by sugar.
Again? We already had that from case 4.
Isaiah?
Is it?
Huh? Hello?
We
Hi.
didn't hear that. We didn't hear that.
Nope.
I was saying again from case 4?
No, like, that's your
Yeah.
character.
Oh!
Yeah,
I'm being dumb.
A single
These characters-
flower? Oh, how romantic!
These characters lower people's IQs.
Yes. But I'm so sorry, but only moments ago that shilling disappeared.
It disappeared, but how? But how, my love? How?
I think maybe. No, I'm sure. It was just gonna say, sir. You swiped my precious shilling, didn't you, you cheeky little diver?
Hey, it's Gina.
Blimey. You took your time getting around to me, didn't you? I thought the lovey-dovey stuff wasn't ever gonna end. So, chilling, you say, different from your way. I know nothing about it. There's the evidence, eh? What's that? The evidence is dancing around the back of your hand, young lady. Wait, that's... No, I combined the two there.
I've done that once
You
or
stole it
twice.
from. Yep. You stole it from me. You lifted it from my pocket just now. You got some nerve stealing from above me. hopeless. That coins my. How could you know anyway? How could you know that I was just taking shits now or not? We've hardly got a penny to our names, so that coin felt as heavy to me as a bar of gold. Eh? I'm telling you, the moment it left my pocket, I knew I felt myself getting a good few pounds lighter. Hey. Yep, that coin it has my blood, sweat, and tears all over it.
Why is Ryunosuke just watching this conversation if he's really right here?
What's the matter with you, Mr. Naya?
So is this before or after case 5?
What before, considering,
Before.
you know,
But me? Sorry.
because she's in jail after case 5.
Oh yeah, yes, that, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so we met Gina before case 5 again?
Apparently.
Yeah, seems so.
When the lady's in trouble, a true gent's supposed to be dead out. Straight away, not an hour.
This isn't my fault. I haven't stolen anything. Why am I here? Where is this place? Where am I?
Here, Sholmes.
Where am I?
I thought you were supposed to be a great detective. What? Sholmes is with us?
Like, dear me, Miss Lestrade. You took your time getting around to me, didn't you? I thought that long dispute was never going to end. You only said give us a minute when we spotted you over the side of the road and said hello. And that 10 minutes, that was 10 minutes ago, Jenny. We've just been sitting around here listening to you quarrel with this Bobby.
Do beg your pardon, Adam. We shouldn't be troubling the public with police business.
Shilling belongs to us, doesn't it, Rolly?
Of course it does, my love. It's for you and me, my darling.
This was just supposed to be a nice stroll if I was in Mr. Sholmes up before afternoon tea. Why'd we have to run to another fiasco on Trial Road? I didn't really see how we could be of any help, Gina. There's no way of knowing who the coin really belongs to if it was just dropped in the gutter.
How do you be so sure of that, Runo?
What?
I had a feeling I might know the answer to the question of whose coin that is. Blake, my bright young fellow lodger, let us hear your deduction. Well, there's actually a reason why I suggested a stroll down Briar Road.
Oh, what reason?
Well, I thought there would be briars on it, so like, it'd be so funny to watch like Rudo or you step on it, and then like you just like stepping around like, ow, 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 ow. But that didn't happen.
Oh.
But then my other reason, you see, I was here yesterday, and well, I dropped a little something. So I wanted to come and look for it while enjoying an afternoon stroll.
Wait, you dropped something? You don't mean...
It was the pocket money that Hurley gave me. Like, was this Iris? You dropped that, did you? I'm sorry. I went to the market on Lime Street yesterday to pick up some herbs, you see. But on the way, I must have dropped it. The 1 shilling coin you gave me.
Oh my god. Oh. What bobbit?
Yep. And when I thought back over to the route I took, I realized I must have dropped it here. Constable, you haven't seen it, have you? It's all my pocket money, and now it's gone forever, and I'm just a poor little homeless girl.
Well, I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. About that young lady.
Why Rock dropping your money like that? Sorry.
Look, I dare say the constable and his companion could give you a run for their money with their wide eyes.
If it's all the same to you, Mr. Sholmes, I think I'd prefer not to be used as the yardstick for looking guilty.
Well, it's still free in there, Iris. You dropped it, so it ain't yours no more. Anyway, you know what they say. What goes around comes around, so don't feel bad.
But look, Iris, it doesn't look like you're going to get your coin back.
Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and make my cardboard box house, fill it up with some cardboard stuffed animals, and get myself nice and cardboard comfy and sleep through the rain as it pours down on me, and wonder if I'll ever feel the embrace of a warm shower ever again.
Oh.
Don't forget your cardboard blanket.
Yeah. Oh, I need my cardboard blanket. Oh, I can't forget that. I'm gonna be so cold without it. As the rain pours down on sad little me.
Cardboard rain.
Cardboard rain. Because I'm at the cardboard factory. Sleeping in the depository unit.
Oh my. The cardboard repository unit.
Yeah. This is the one made of cardboard at the cardboard factory. That also happens to be made of cardboard.
A cardboard factory inside a cardboard factory.
Yeah, you could call it that. But I just prefer to call it my house. Oh, I can't believe I lost it. My cardboard house. Straight after Harry gave it to me as well.
Homeless Iris living in like actual luxury compared to actual homeless people.
Oh no.
Like, yes, regrettably indeed. I seem to recall that particular coin was rather significant. And your cardboard house.
Oh no.
What do you mean significant? And we know about the cardboard house.
Yeah, the one that they have, like, you know, they produce cardboard in there, in the cardboard depository unit.
To be specific, it was especially significant to you, Runo. Cosmo was on that coin.
Significant to me? Oh, you don't mean it was the coin from last night's wager?
That too.
I don't care about
What did
Cosmo.
I say, my dear fellow?
Totally.
Oh no.
What's this then? What wager?
It was a game of poker. A duel between Hurley and Runo.
Ah, people of class, you see. Look, what a tricky card game, you mean?
Like, as a lawyer, I had the perfect poker face. You'll never be able to tell what I'm thinking, said he. But depriving Mr. Naruto of his entire fortune was even easier than finding that missing thoroughbred.
It was so infuriating. Reliving it now still makes me grit my teeth. Sorry, Iris, I had every intention of paying you back the money I owe you, but you'll have to wait, I'm afraid.
Yeah, yo, don't worry. Next month is fine.
Let me guess, Odo. Your whole fortune.
It was one whole shilling, my entire monthly stipend, and I lost all of it. As I handed it over to Mr. Sholmes, I grit my teeth so hard my gums started to bleed.
Dude, you're going to
You
become
should get that
actually...
checked out.
Yeah, that's not good, dude.
It's just an expression.
Please, Runo, don't exaggerate. That's a horrible image. I don't want to see that ever again.
Yeah, he was just exaggerating.
What about the lawyer who borrows money from a 10-year-old girl? Now that's a horrible image.
Why do I feel like my reputation with this couple has just fallen through the roof? I mean the floor.
There are a few things more invigorating than taking a man for all he's worth. Jeez, it's Sholmes.
Especially since he's the one that took all my money.
Don't be so pleased with yourself, Hurley. It's not as if Runo ever had a chance of winning.
What? Wait.
Shit!
What? What do you mean by that?
Well, using that special ink I developed, anyone could. Thank you, Iris. That'll do. I'm sure this conversation is proving very dull for everyone.
Son of a bitch!
He cheated. Like what's done is done. The game is over now. There's no point in crying over spilt milk.
Well, that sounds like the sort of risky business that's right up my alley.
Oh, Rolly, I love your dauntless spirit. You laugh in the face danger.
Come on, then, Iris Spirit. What's this special ink about, eh?
Oh, well, it's what sometimes is called invisible ink.
Oh.
All you have to do is write the suit and number on the reverse side of every card.
What?
With the aid of some special glasses, the whole game is laid bare to you.
Wait, you were wearing glasses last night, weren't you, Mr. Sholmes?
Oh no!
You said something along the lines of, "My eyesight appears to have suddenly worsened." And
The moment you feel the question that was odd is the moment I knew I had won the game.
mind games, was it? Trying to throw me off with your eccentric ways?
Oh, you would be like severely punished if that were real. Oh God.
Fuck you, Sholmes.
So,
You took my entire monthly stipend.
so you telling me Sholmes could see every card what Hoarder had?
What? But that's not mind games, that's plain cheating!
My dear fellows, what an accusation! Would you honestly consider me a cheat? Please, I prefer trickster.
Whatever you call it, the game doesn't count now! Understand, Mr. Sholmes?
Dear me. Well, out of respect for the bad grace with which you take defeat, allow me to return your shilling.
Did you hear that, Gina? So give it here!
Eh! Leave me out of this! This here one bobbin is mine from the start, no question!
No, sir. That one bob bit was lifted from this here Bobby's bucket only a few minutes ago. Wait, I did it again.
It's
So you keep saying, come on then, where's the evidence?
Eh. A law, right? It's all about evidence. I know my stuff.
You see, Mr. Naruto, use a trite excuse in court, and the others will parrot it.
Only whenever I do say that in court, it isn't as a trite excuse, you know.
As I says, sir, that card has got my blood, sweat, and tears all over it.
That's right, it has. Rolly's blood, sweat, and tears are the evidence.
Blood, you say?
Oh boy.
In that case, it's time for this!
Oh, do you think...
Well, if there's any trace of blood on that coin, we'll soon know about it.
Wait, so they're acting like they
Alright,
knew what it
Ginny.
is!
Hold very still.
What?
You're dead!
Ah!
Look at that! See there on the coin? It's clearly changed color!
In other words, there is blood on this coin.
Once again, I says that would be my coin, my blood, sweat, and tears.
Oh, wait, I've seen blood turn that color before, yep. I know whose it is! I know whose coin it is!
What?
the rightful owner of this bloodstained shilling is... Bruno!
What? Me?
And from the appearance of the blood, I would say it's quite fresh, left within the last 24 hours.
Within the last... Ah! Then in that case...
So this was the coin what Sholmes had off Hoarder last night in the Pilker game.
Oh, Bruno, do you mean... You really did make your gums bleed?
No! I told you I was so infuriated to lose. I had to grit my teeth as I handed over the money.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh. Blimey. It's all up it's me by the sound of it. But I thought you had a proper job.
Come on, Gina, just hand it over, would you? The shilling that's rightfully mine.
Yeah. Fine, alright then, just stop, you bleeding son.
So you're just staring at it with like blood trickling down his eyes.
Ah, I finally have it back! It's like a dream come true! My
starts
one
romantic.
shilling!
He starts like dancing with it like a romance scene.
Starts dancing like
Starts
Eggert
spinning
Benedict.
it around two-handed, looking at it with pride. Oh!
Like pink glittery background.
Exactly.
It's an
You
anime.
really had that one in the bag and all.
I figured out my new ship. Ryunosuke.
Oh my god!
It's wonderful news,
My
Bruno. I'm so happy for you. Now then, as you promised. I'd like my money back, please. The shilling I linked you before.
No!
You didn't say that you'd pay it back out of this month's pocket money, didn't you?
Oh, yes, well, I suppose.
Like, my dear fellow, do be kind to your gums.
Yeah, get it.
Looks like that shell was always destined to be taken from you, sir.
For some reason, the phrase "serves you right" is floating around in my head.
So, Iris, let's promise me this thing I owe you.
You're really not beating the allegations.
Oh, will you be paying me already? Well, thank you. Next month would have been fine, though.
What's all that about anyway? What are you letting all the money for?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, it's because I went to the Lime Street Market yesterday to buy herbs. For Bruno.
Ibs. Order?
Yes, the tea Mr. Soda left behind is top quality Gikuro tea, but it's just so bitter. So when Iris suggested mixing it with some herbs to make it more palatable, I asked her to buy some for me.
That's right. We made a special Japanese herbal tea with the leftover gyuroko. I'm going to call it Susie's Special Blend. I do hope you'll all try it.
The excruciating bitterness clings to the throat. If you can persuade the bright green gloop to leave the cup.
Why? That sounds quite delicious.
Yeah, what?
And that is the story of how Ryunosuke lost his love forever.
But I got herbs now for the tea.
Well, it would appear the shilling's brief adventures are now at an end.
So technically, I made an investment. Adventures.
You must agree, my dear fellow, that the coin has made a considerable journey since last night.
Let's see. Originally, it was the coin I was supposed to give to Iris to pay her for the herbs. But then, in our poker duel last night, it passed to you, Mr. Sholmes.
Gave the Iris suspended money.
But then I dropped it here sometime yesterday.
my beloved Rolly found it a little while ago and picked it up.
Before it was robbed from my pocket by this here diver.
I didn't use my favorite gun to show the blood that was on it.
And it slipped about Sholmes' little scab in his guard game last night.
The annulment of which resulted in the coin returning to the ownership of Mr. Naruto.
This was an Ace Attorney case itself, allowing me to pay Iris the money I owed her after all. And for the herb she bought in order to make Susie's special blended tea.
And now, after all that, the coin is resting safely in my pocket.
Gina pickpocketed her. I guarantee it.
You're right. That was an invention. But what are we supposed to take away from it, eh?
That this 1 shilling coin belongs to Iris and Iris alone, I think.
I cannot fault your observation, Mr. Naruto. Well, you know what they say. What goes around comes around.
Well, I get the feeling that Iris knew what was coming around to her from the very beginning.
Priceless, as they say. Well then, my dear fellow, how about this evening we indulge in some bitter tea and a bitter rematch? I would allow you to take the coming month's spending on it in advance.
I fooled. I really like that one.
Yeah, it's stupid, but
Now the last one in the Bailey.
oh,
I have a feeling this one might lack me doing anything at all.
But you have like the judge.
Maybe I might do the judge, but we'll see. We'll see.
Date unknown?
Yeah.
The fuck you mean unknown?
It's an annulled space and time.
what was that, Weston?
Oh God, no! What have I done? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Guess what? Welcome to Case 6. This court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Gerlach Blomies.
Wait, what?
This is the most extraordinary case of murders. Counsels, I assume I may proceed.
Yes, my lord.
Oh.
The defense is ready.
Oh, the date is unknown because it's a dream.
No. No, no.
At your discretion, my lord.
I doubt a dream.
Very well,
But
I
then again,
hereby
it
call
could
on the
be.
prosecution to introduce the case.
The incident in question took place 2 days ago, late at night when the ground was blanketed with snow. The location of the incident was the residence of the accused, Mr. Gerlach Blomies.
Indeed. The now famous address of murder number 221B Baker Street, wasn't it?
The address may have enjoyed fame once, my lord, but will henceforth endure infamy for this grim scene. For this grim crime, even.
Yes, sir. Well put. The victim, a certain Madame Rosie, was found asphyxiated on the accused's sofa.
My word.
Objection.
But it's unclear as to whether the victim was actually killed in the defendant's suite or not. After all, when Mr. Sholmes left the room for only a brief moment, Madame Rosie somehow vanished herself out of his room completely. Do we have like
Vanished
evidence?
herself, counsel. The victim? Quite true, my lord. There is but one adjoining door between my drawing room and the kitchen. Yet, having brewed some tea in the kitchen, I returned to find the room completely empty. Oh, there was nobody else present. Ordinarily, my fellow lodger Iris would have been at home. However, on the day in question, she had been invited to a meeting of scientific society in the city. Oh, I'm afraid you have a propensity for exaggeration, sir. You claim the victim vanished herself, but really... It seems to me entirely plausible that she chose to leave via the main entrance to your suite.
As it happens, my lord, the door to the accused's room was locked at the time, from the inside.
Very true, Inspector. As such, I can say with considerable certainty that the victim did not leave via my front door.
But what about, aha, yes! She could have snuck out through the window!
Objection! The windows in the room were not locked, it's true. The victim had the opportunity. However,
there was snow all around the building outside, and not a patch of it had been disturbed.
would my learned friend care to explain how the victim could have left without leaving a trail?
The victim, Madame Rosie, somehow vanished from the scene before she was killed. Naturally, I was alarmed by the sudden disappearance of my guest. So I summoned this gentleman who resides in the attic room above my own, and we took a cab to Scotland Yard.
I can confirm that the defendant called for me and I saw his suite on my way downstairs. And yes, I'm quite sure it's empty, just as Mr. Sholmes has said.
When we reached the yard, this very detective happened to be there.
Hi, Luigi.
Well, yes, you see, I was just in my office for a while, having got back from some, important business.
Actually, Luigi, how do you still have your job?
Yeah, don't question it at all.
And then, having explained the situation to the inspector, we traveled back to Baker Street together. Well, the government could have pardoned him because he was trying to, like, keep the government secrets safe, so...
It wouldn't.
Have you ever encountered the government? It's too slow to do that sort of thing.
Fair enough. And then, having explained the situation to the inspector, we traveled back to Baker Street together. At that time, there were no footprints in the snow around the building other than the ones we'd made.
Do I take it then, Counsel, that you personally witnessed the scene where the incident took place?
No, my lord. I went straight up to my bed in my own room in the attic.
Inspector Gregson, however, was... Gregson, my old friend from high school.
Everyone knew a Gregson in high school.
No, it's the same Gregson. It's the same Gregson, and he looks exactly like Luigi.
Inspector Luigi, however, was met with the most blood-curdling sight. On Mr. Sholmes' sofa, the vanished Madame Rosie, motionless, dead.
So the victim was already dead when you discovered her, Inspector?
No, my lord, not dead, but not far off it. She must have all her remaining strength to say these dying words.
Weston, just say it, like, you know, because, you know, he's saying it for it.
Later, Otter, Sholmes will be the death of me.
Oh yes, I overheard that remark at the time too. Delivered in a rasping voice, full of malice.
No!
Those words indeed proved to be her last. The victim expired moments later, there on the sofa. The cause of death was identified as damage to the respiratory tract as a result of strangulation. In short, no breathing. Pray, does the accused dare to contest the inspector's account?
Certainly not. In fact, the inspector has done an unusually fine job in surmising these salient points. Sholmes will be the death of me. Damning departing.
In her final moments, the victim named her killer. You, Mr. Erlock Sholmes.
Objection!
Mr. Gerlock
But the
Blomies.
defendant had no reason to take the victim's life. Perhaps you could tell the court, Mr. Sholmes, who exactly this Madame Rosie was?
Oh, yes, of course. Did I never mention her to you?
She was my old friend from high school.
She was an old friend of high school. I had extended an invitation to her that evening, though she is loquacious in the extreme. The most trivial matter quickly becomes a quarrel. I was only too pleased to leave her presence to make tea.
Great.
It would appear then that the accused did in fact have a motive for silencing his aristic guest permanently.
Objection!
Putting that tenuous motive aside, what about the other mysteries surrounding the case?
I'm inclined to agree with the defense. There remains a number of inscrutable details. The victim's alleged disappearance and subsequent reappearance, leaving no trail of footprints, for example.
That's right, the crime described by the prosecution could never have happened.
Yet the victim named the accused in her dying breath. It seems to me that my learned friend has overlooked a significant detail here.
Nonsense. What have I overlooked?
The man in the dock, the so-called great detective, all too frequently makes the following bold claim. There is no crime beyond the realms of possibility. No mystery beyond my powers of reasoning.
Oh!
Alcohol. So, Mr. Sholmes, you will have no difficulty in explaining how the crime thus described could have taken place. Therefore, I propose a toast to the great detective upholding his name.
But of course, were I to put my mind to the matter, the crime would immediately appear to all present to be entirely feasible.
Please, Mr. Sholmes, whose side are you on? All you need to say is, no, even I can't think of a way that a crime could have been committed.
Let the accused's admission be noted by the court. Though the crime may appear impossible to us mortals of inferior mental capacity, this man alone claims to know exactly how it was done.
Hold it!
Now hold on, that's a very fragile argument.
Thank you, counsels. I believe I've heard more than enough to proceed to my education. The accused great detectives did, in some inscrutable manner, willfully murder the victim, Madame Rosie. I therefore find the defendant...
What?
Let this man be taken from the courtroom and in some equally inscrutable manner be sanctioned for his crimes. Court is adjourned.
We barely even started.
Hold it!
My lord, please. The truth about the mystery surrounding this case are known to another besides the great detective.
I'm just gonna put a comment here, by the way.
he would need the help of the jury to be able to determine guilty. So
Wait,
I'm
is
even
there
more
even-
persuaded this is a dream.
Wait, is
Yeah.
there even a jury at all? I don't think there was.
Probably not. That's why this is probably a dream.
What's this?
On my words, Mr. Naruto, you are coming along wonderfully. You've introduced a fundamental truth about this case, I believe.
Which would be detective.
The truth to this case is known. Only to the true culprit, obviously. Is that not so, Luigi?
Wait, what?
Well, I suppose, yes?
You don't mean... Are you just Mr. Sholmes? That you have an idea as to what actually happened that night?
Good idea, my dear fellow. I can explain the entire incident from start to finish without a single detail omitted.
It seems the detective has failed to grasp the situation.
Pray, Mr. Reaper, which of us has truly failed to grasp the situation, I wonder?
Then answer me this. You claim that that prior to the incident, the victim suddenly vanished without a trace from your room. If so, how exactly did Madame Rosie disappear?
Why, naturally, via the window. It was ajar after all.
But that can't be! The room is a whole story above street level. Anyway, no prints were found in the snow.
There are many number of ways one could avoid leaving the tracks in the snow, surely.
Such as...
Such as flying, for instance. No, not this again! Not this!
No! Not Turnabout Big Top! No!
A fatuous notion. And where do you propose the victim flew, Mr. Sholmes?
It's not entirely plain. To the culprit's abode, of course. For, having left my suite, that is clearly where Madame Rosie was murdered. Take a moment to consider the cruel irony, if you will. By her own volition, she flew directly to her death.
Objection!
Do you forget, detective? The victim's corpse was discovered on your own sofa.
No doubt because her killer carried her back there.
But what about the lack of footprints in the snow again, then? There just weren't any! Other than our own from when we returned home ourselves!
If by our footprints you refer to your own and mine, you are quite right, but there were those of another. On the night in question, there was one other person who could have conveyed the victim to my sofa.
What?
Good gracious, to whom you do refer, sir? A man whose somewhat unveiling presence at the scene of the crime would be questioned by no one.
Unavailing? Oh! You don't mean...
Indeed I do, a man who has hastened to the scene directly upon learning of the incident at Scotland Yard. Namely... you, Inspector Luigi.
What? First he collaborated with Egbert Benedict to hide government secrets, and now he just killed someone? Why?
Look, being the underling Mario brother, there's a lot to you, okay? Everyone sees me lurking in his shadows. All his games sell the big bucks. But then in 2013, when the year of Luigi rolls around, it's the #1 bankrupting year in Nintendo's history of all time. They have never recovered from such a tragedy. It was a failure in marketing and a failure of game development as a whole. It is frowned upon in both economic and gamer minds alike. I am the inferior Mario brother alone. I am hated by all. And not once have I ever had that satisfaction, that feeling of victory in my hands. but to grasp my hands around someone and feel the life drained from them. Oh, the satisfaction. It's close. It is the likingness of success, of victory. If only I could have it again.
You're welcome to the sudden monologue. When you arrived at my address on Baker Street, you were carrying the half-dead Madame Rosie with you.
You didn't think to mention that?
You waited for a suitable opportunity and then laid the victim on my sofa.
Ow!
He did what?
How would he do that without you guys noticing?
There is no jury!
But we were with the inspector when he arrived! How could he possibly have been carrying the victim? We would have noticed!
Let me guess, she was invisible.
My dear fellow, a most obvious answer presents itself. What does it not? The inspector is rarely, if ever, without his overcoat. The victim was simply conveyed in one of his many pockets.
What? What is happening? What?
Oh, this is a dream. This is a dream.
Please be a fever dream.
Everyone is giving him the look.
Oh no.
I failed to see what makes this detective great, but I can say one thing with great certainty. A human body cannot fit into the pocket of an overcoat. You fucking idiot!
I believe you may all have fallen foul of a rather significant misapprehension.
What?
What?
Madame Rosie was not a human.
What? What? Then why are we on trial? Why are we on trial?
Utter those last words.
What? What is going on?
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Sholmes.
Yes, Mr. Naruto? Something troubles you, perhaps?
Whatever gives you that idea? Exactly what sort of creature was Madame Rosie?
A fish!
Is it not apparent already? A parakeet, of course.
Ah!
A most self-conceited specimen, in fact.
What?
A parakeet.
I'm speechless.
She was an incessant talker, I must say. Her manner was quite intolerable at times. Want to turn every conversation into a quarrel. I thought to strangle the creature on more than one occasion.
You had a quarrel with a parakeet.
But of course! Why else would she have chosen to fly from my window uncordially that evening? The abode of the inspector here beside me, no less.
To Inspector Luigi's abode? But why?
Because that was the parakeet's home, naturally.
Luigi owns
What are you,
The inspector was called away from town for some days, so it was arranged that I would look after the bird. It would appear that she was overcome with a sudden yearning for her keeper, thus prompting her flight from my comfortable suite to the inspector's office at Scotland Yard. Well, Luigi, I believe it's high time you explained. Give us your account of what happened that night, sparing no details, of course.
Oh.
Inspector Luigi?
It was an accident.
My god, what the fuck?
I never thought I'd have blood on my hands, damn it. Oh, I just got back from being away that evening, you see. I just walked through the door of my office. I never imagined Madame Rosie would be on her way back to the yard as well. I slammed the door shut behind me, just as she was trying to fly through it.
So, Madame Rosie.
She got sandwiched between the door and the frame and fell to the floor,
Oh my. Oh no.
Oh.
never to move again, because of me.
Oh.
Well, I never.
I had to do something, just when I was trying to think of a plan. You fellas are right talking about some incident at Baker Street.
Oh!
I had to hide Madame Rosie in a hurry. So I stuffed in my coat pocket and got in the cab with a pair of you.
So that's why there's no jury. It's an animal.
Literally
So now
literally nobody knew it was the parakeet besides Sholmes. And Luigi.
And Luigi.
What possibly could have motivated you to behave in such a manner, Inspector?
Lord Strongheart, sir.
The Birdman!
Oh, it all comes back.
It's a real thing!
Birds!
Lord Strongheart, please tell me I didn't hear that right.
It was the Lord Chief Justice who asked me to look after the bird in the first place.
No.
Oh, she'd been living with the pigeons at the Supreme Court until then.
I gotta say, good choice, Strongheart. Pigeons are very good birds to keep. Very good choice. I respect that.
But apparently the other birds had started to pick on her. So for the past 6 months or so, I've been caring for her in my office at the yard.
That's honestly kind of cute that Strongheart cared that much about the parakeet. Because it was getting bullied
Yeah.
by the pigeons.
Strongheart is me for real.
Yeah.
He's just
Aw.
like me for real. I see.
If anything happened to that bird, just imagine. No pay and no time off for the rest of my career. You mark my words, that's what's gonna happen.
You better believe it.
That's why Oh.
But the victim's dying words, Inspector. The court heard earlier that Madame Rosie spoke the name of her assailant on her deathbed.
That rotter Sholmes will be the death of me.
Indeed she did. Quite uncalled for, wouldn't you agree? For those words. Are your true feelings, are they not, Inspector?
Yes.
Really, you speak of me at your office at the yard in this disparaging manner. A manner that the merry parakeet took much delight in mimicking.
But come on, I mean, have you read this month's edition of the Lance magazine, eh? I'm... Sorry!
Oh, this is absolutely true.
What the fuck was that
Oh wait,
trial?
was it a dream?
It was a daydream!
He's just... Oh, God. Wait a minute. We've never seen him like this.
We haven't!
What? Seeing him just like... Also, look at his eyes. They're slightly cockeyed.
No, that's what he looks like when he gets up from a daydream.
Oh, is it Van Zeke's daydreaming?
It
Oh,
probably was!
Something wrong, Lord Van Zeeks?
It worked! This is definitively the best escapade. This is the best one. Oh my god!
Dude, Dude lives and breathes murder. That's his whole thing.
He's not cockeyed anymore.
Ah, there we go.
No. Nothing.
I almost fell for a moment there.
God.
I didn't.
It's hard not to do that thought when you've been kept waiting for 3 hours already.
I wonder if I managed to be with your stronger than all today. We may have to deliver the report of the winter vacation that he asked for on another day.
Tell me, Inspector, what became of that bird?
Wait. Was it a daydream? Wait.
Madam Rosie, you mean? She had a narrow escape, but she's still alive.
Or was it like...
Good.
It was a daydream.
But Madame Rosie is a real thing. What was
Yes.
it like? Was it like a daydream based off of those events? Like there was an
I
actual
guess.
trial, but
No.
Van Zieks wasn't the prosecutor.
No, most likely what actually happened was like what I'm reading from this, Gregson was talking about the bird, and then mid conversation began to imagine the trial against Sholmes while he was talking about it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, a daydream.
So he was like trying to think of like how he'd prosecute Sholmes in that situation.
Oh my god.
Dude lives and breathes spite against people who commit murder.
Yeah, I guess that's a good trait to have.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I already said this line. Move on. I delivered her back here not long ago, actually, on Lord Strongheart's orders. He's hoping the pigeons will accept her now.
Aw. It was something of a shock to hear that she'd been crushed in the doorway of your office.
It was based off of real event. It's daydream
Yep.
was...
Especially as we were all under the misapprehension that Madame Rosie was a person.
Was it a daydream?
I had to imagine because he was all cockeyed and stuff.
Yeah.
But he referenced the person thing.
Like he probably worded it as like Madame Rosie got caught with got hurt earlier, and he was like, oh, okay, trial time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry about that. It was Lord Strongheart's demand that,
Demand that
Oh,
what?
I agree. This voice. Oh, good, you're here.
Imagine did Strongheart actually have a trial?
I apologize for my tardiness. I'm exactly 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 57 seconds late.
Oh, no, my lord! No, please don't trouble yourself. Nothing gives us greater pleasure than standing here doing nothing for hours on end.
Lightning. So, let's hear it then. Your report! Backwards!
And the parakeet.
And the parakeet as well.
The Wintervik trial is concluded, but this is far from over. It seems that the dark forest is royal, and I also share destiny. We will meet again. Of that I have no doubt.
Did you see that, Lord Van Zieks, did you? Madame Rosie went flying among the pigeons there. Happy as Larry she was.
That's really, Inspector. You must be relieved.
That was the best one out of them
Yeah.
all.
Obviously.
Yes.
Birds!
Now I got the achievement for completion of all the extra escapades. That was worth it. That was worth it for that last one.
All right, I gotta go ahead and say this. K6 is my favorite in the entire of Tagak so far. K6, that one.
Fake.
Oh yeah,
K6.
100%.
Fake K6.
No, that's real. That was real. That was totally real in my heart.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
It was a daydream.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the rankings, and
I don't think
we
the
need to
escapades
make
have a rankings.
You gotta put that in S+.
yeah, 11 out of 10. Truly,
Yeah.
that was the best case of all of them, and nothing's
Yeah,
gonna top it.
Yeah.
At all the points, the evidence made sense. It all just lined up perfectly. I don't think there was ever a point where the narrative
Especially
really like
Luigi's
lost the
arc.
sauce.
Luigi's
Yeah,
arc was
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and the thing
I'm also
is
very,
that it didn't go
I'm
on
very
too long.
happy. I'm very happy they cut the fat of the jury. I hated the jury entirely. I'm happy they just killed them
Yeah.
all off mid-trial.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
same, yeah. No one like no.
And the best part is that it didn't go on for too long at all. Like, you know, like it.
Yeah, it was very
it
brief,
was like
very
what
concise.
the tutorial case from Case 1 should have been.
Exactly.
That one was way too long for its own good.
Exactly. This
I will
would have been
say,
a perfect
the one
introductory.
critique I have, at no point did Van Ziegs put his boot up on the stand.
Yeah,
That was my biggest-
That's
Yeah.
how dare he? How dare they not put
Yeah,
it up there?
I gotta give it -5 aura for that, but ultimately it still leaves it a 11 out of 10. Yeah.
Look at all these achievements we have left to get.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Question.
Chips in town.
Boy.
Nuclear.
Boy.
Oh. Interesting. The Risen Resolve, the legendary pair, demasking, key of knowledge, solid success.
I think you might be getting the spoiler territory by looking at those.
Yeah, probably should.
Yeah. It's alright.
Well, we're ending it here in Strongheart's office.
Birds!
Yeah.
We did it! We've completed all of one.
You guys are never gonna see this game for like, I don't know, maybe like months.
Several months, yeah.
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 We're gonna be
This is
doing
the last
stuff
time
on
we're gonna-
Stevie's channel.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while before we hear this this theme again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And by the way,
Yes.
this. Have you heard this theme, Weston?
No.
Oh, so we're just gonna be having a new theme entirely. Oof.
Hopefully,
Ah.
when we get back, the adventure of the blossoming attorney.
Alright.
Looks like
Which will
we're
be several
going-
months from now.
Yeah, looks like we're.
going to be back!
Yeah. So is the ASMR judge.
Oh no.
There's also
No.
this, and the end.
Huh. We'll be back. But until then, farewell.
Bye.
As we fade away from existence.
Never
Ah!